before joining the Raiders ownership group, but he says he might not be done playing yet. Say what? In an appearance on the Deep Cut podcast, Brady was asked if he'd pick up the phone if a quarterback-needy team called him, to which he replied, quote, "I don't know if they would let me, but I wouldn't be opposed to it." Brady also set to begin his broadcasting career next season. It's been an offseason of change for the Bengals offense, with quarterback Joe Burrow telling the team's website he thinks they still have the pieces to be successful, saying, quote, "We know we have the right people in place to reach our goals." And Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, entering the final year of his rookie contract, telling the Palm Beach Post he's not worrying about an extension, saying his focus is to be at OTAs and be the best teammate he can be. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
When you have a chance, check out the KXO website, KXORadio.com. Subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel and keep in tune with what's happening around the valley. And follow us on Facebook. All sorts of neat things pop up on our Facebook page.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
1230 KXO, it is 7:31 in the morning. It is Saturday morning, April 13th. We got some birthdays, got a few birthdays, big shot birthdays. Edward Fox, name doesn't sound familiar, but Edward apparently has been around a while. He's 87 today. Singer Lester Chambers, I heard of him. He's part of the Chambers Brothers. He's 84. Composer Bill Conti, he is composed and did Rocky, the film theme. He's 82 today. Musician Jack Cassidy, not the Jack Cassidy you think about. He's the one with Jefferson Airplane. 80 years old today. Musician Al Green is 78. Ron Perlman is 74 today. William Sadler of Wonder Falls and Roswell is 74. Peebo Bryson is legendary. He's 73. Drummer Max Weinberg, he's also legendary. Drummer for the E Street Band, and he was also the drummer on the Late Night with Conan O'Brien show. He's 73 today. Keyboardist Jimmy Destry of Blondie is 70 years old. Comedian Gary Kroger, he was in Saturday Night Live. He's 67. Sandra Santiago, she was in Miami Vice. She's 67 today. Actor, comedian Caroline Ray, she was on Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I don't know, she was the mom or something. The Biggest Loser, she was also on that. She's 60 years old today. Ricky Schroeder is 54. And Lou Bega is 49. Those are the big shot birthdays. We got the local people coming up.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in California at highschoolofficials.com.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Angelica Heisel, Ashley Mendoza, Camilo Gonzalez, Henry Prue, Vanessa Walls, Vicky Sedano, Robin Dodge, Jesse Lewis, Alyssa Loshek, Emily Damara, Destiny Davila, Michael Anderson, Hilda Carrera, Diana Torres, Julie Vasquez Barrera, Emily Jackson, Candace Hall, Jackie Ramos, Hector Mercado, Mark Larson, Martha Vindiola, and Sylvia Kaiser. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Kxo AM 1230 will present exclusive updates from the Masters Golf Tournament. Tune in for reports from the prestigious Augusta National Golf Club.
This is the most incredible shot of his entire career.
Updates from the Masters are presented by the Broken Yoke Cafe and Golf Liquidation in Yuma, making golf affordable.
And we will have a kind of an update later on this half hour in the sports report. The update, the Masters update, official update, will start at 8 o'clock. Right now, we have got the California World News. We've got the World News and California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
For a possible direct attack by Iran. Military spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari.
Israel is on high alert. We have increased our readiness to protect Israel from further Iranian aggression. We are also prepared to respond.
Iran has vowed revenge after a deadly Israeli strike on its consulate in Syria. At a mall in Sydney, Australia, a man went on a rampage with a knife.
We saw the guy come up the escalators with a big black knife in his hand. And just really calmly, he was just walking like he was having an ice cream in the park.
6 are dead. The attacker was shot by police. Days after the Arizona Supreme Court upheld an abortion ban that dates back to the 1800s, Vice President Harris was in Tucson talking reproductive rights.
We all know if Donald Trump gets the chance, he will sign a national abortion ban.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
CBS News is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news: after posting a $25,000 bond and agreeing to a list of conditions, Ipe Misahara was able to leave a federal courtroom in downtown Los Angeles Friday afternoon. Prosecutors accused the former interpreter for Dodgers baseball star Shohei Ohtani of stealing from the star to support his gambling habit. And Misohara apparently sent a text message on March 20th saying, "Technically, I did steal from him. It's all over for me." Los Angeles attorney Lou Shapiro shares this opinion.
He was admitting to it. He probably sees that's what the writing on the wall is. Maybe he thinks getting ahead of it now a little bit and just being honest and transparent will show him, some favor and kindness when it comes to sentencing.
A massive fire at a recycling facility for wooden pallets forced evacuations in the town of Tracy in California's Central Valley. There are no hydrants in the area. 19 homes and a school were evacuated. Mike Southseda, California Headline News.
And World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank, 760-370-0966.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. Who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is now time for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the news this morning, of course, it's the big day. 43rd Children's Fair is today. The Children's Fair is held at Buckland Park in El Centro. It is open to everyone. Children's Fair will run from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. today. The fair will be full of children's activities, music, food, displays, and a whole lot more. Participants are asked to leave their pets at home, however, to please do that. The weather is expected to be a little bit warm. Participants be prepared for a warm weather day. It's recommended that visitors wear light-colored clothes, hats, and don't forget the sunscreen. Children's Fair is an annual event sponsored by the Imperial County Child Abuse Prevention Council, Imperial County Office of Education, El Centro Parks and Recreation, with the assistance of Los Vigilantes. And a 33-year-old suspect was arrested on a Thursday. Yuma County sheriffs were called in early in the morning, Saturday, March 30th. They responded to a disturbance call at a business in the 800 block of East 21st Street. It was learned an altercation inside the business had been moved outside to the parking lot. Gunfire was exchanged. One individual and several vehicles were struck by the gunfire. Victim fled the scene, but later turned up at the Yuma Regional Medical Center. Condition is unknown. Investigators identified 33-year-old Abraham Espinosa as the suspect. He was located and arrested this past Thursday. Suspect is being charged with 3 counts of first-degree attempted murder. Investigation is ongoing. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And looking into the coming workshop on financial education will be held on Monday. It'll be on financial education. Participants can learn budgeting, saving, and investing. Participants will receive free legal advice from experts in the industry. They will be able to free you of debts and get you back on financial freedom. Sun Community FCU, in conjunction with business professor Peter Martinez and the law offices of Mark L. Miller, are participating in the workshop. Call Professor Martinez for more information at 760-791-0087. Workshop Monday will be held at the El Centro Public Library from 4 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Then on Tuesday, it will be Election Day. Only residents for the city of Kxo will be going to the polls for the special election. Border City voters will cast ballots either for or against the recall of City Councilman Raul Ureña and Mayor Pro Tem Gilberto Manzanares. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. You can drop off your, that would be Election Day, you can drop off your mail-in ballots at the drop boxes designated in Kxo and at the Administration Center, or at the polling places, any polling place on the day of the election, as well as the Registrar of Voters Office. That's it. That's page one of the local news, brought to you this morning by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and a happy hour from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. San Diego Veterans Healthcare System is coming to Imperial. They will be at the Veterans Hall in Imperial on Saturday, April 20th. The outreach event is to share a variety of information and resources with veterans in Imperial County. The event will run from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The event will feature the VBA Claims Clinic to start the process for filing claims and get updates on claims that have already been filed. VA healthcare eligibility and enrollment information, PACT Act toxic exposure screening, military to VA resources, suicide prevention, and information on national cemeteries. To make the process easier, bring a copy of your DD-214 and complete the VA 10 to 10 easy form ahead of time. Contact the local veterans office for more information on the forms. You do that sometime next week. Community blood drive test NEST the next Tuesday. It's not the Nest Tuesday. It's next Tuesday. It'll be a live stream community blood drive. It'll be held Tuesday at West Shores High School at 2381 Shore Hawk from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. Donors will receive a free mini physical that includes blood pressure readings, pulse, cholesterol levels, iron level, and your temperature. Results will be posted on the donor's private online portal. Process takes about an hour. Appointments are available, but walk-ins are more than welcome. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 93 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 52. National Weather Service says temperatures will cool closer to the seasonal normal this weekend as a weather system passes north of the area. This system will yield very breezy afternoon conditions, especially near foothills and mountains of southeast California. After the disturbance passes next week, temperatures will warm substantially during the middle of the week as high pressure builds back into the region. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 83. There will be a wind advisory this afternoon. Southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 59. West wind 50 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 78. West and northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunday night, it'll be clear skies. Overnight lows around 55. West wind at 25 to 30 miles per hour, gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 80. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 55 degrees, 56% the relative humidity. Your local news and page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it's time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Our the Augusta update, we have it. The world number one Scotty Scheffler, Max Homa, and Liv Golf's Brian DeChambeau all share a lead. I'll share the lead at the 2024 Masters after the first two rounds at Augusta National Golf Club in Georgia. Tournament has featured only 14 scores under par, as high winds have befuddled some of the best players in golf across 36 holes. DeChambeau, who held the lead at 7 under heading into Friday, shot a 73. It's a shot of 73, 8 strokes worse than his first round, but was able to stay atop the leaderboard going into today, Saturday. And again, we will begin our updates in the next hour. Tiger Woods' 15 major championship victories include 5 wins at the Masters, an 82-time winner at a PGA Tour. Woods was ranked number 1 golfer in the world for 683 weeks, more than 13 years, by carding an even par 72 in the second round of the 88th Masters at Augusta. Woods broke a tournament record with his 24th consecutive made cut. He previously held the record with Fred Couples and Gary Player. Woods was 1 over par and tied for 22nd after 36 holes. On the NBA scoreboard, it was the 76ers over the Magic, 125-113. Bulls got by the Wizards, 129-127. Celtics beat the Hornets, 131-98. Cavaliers over the Pacers, 129-120. It was the Knicks over the Nets, 111-107. Heat beat the Raptors, 125-103. Lakers won. They defeated the Grizzlies, 123-120. Timberwolves, they beat the Hawks, 109-106. Thunder got by the Bucks, 125-107. Spurs over the Nuggets, 121-120. Pistons, not the Pistols. Pistons beat the Mavericks, 107-89. Pelicans defeated the Warriors, 114-109. Rockets over the Trailblazers, 116-107. Jazz defeated the Clippers, 110-109. And it was the Suns over the Kings, 108-107. We'll take a look at the baseball stuff in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball, it was the Tigers over the Twins, 8-2. Pirates defeated the Phillies, 5-2. Rays got by the Giants, 2-1. Brewers over the Orioles, 11-1. Rockies defeated the Blue Jays, 12-4. Angels got by the Red Sox, got by handily, 7-0. 7-0 shutout. It was the Braves over the Marlins, 8-1. Mets defeated the Royals, 6-1. Reds got by the White Sox, 11-1. Rangers defeated the Astros, 12-8. Mariners over the Cubs, 4-2. Cardinals defeated the Diamondbacks, 9-6. The Nationals and Athletics went 10 innings. Athletics won the game, 2-1. And the final game of the Padres and the Dodgers, everybody thought it was going to be a good one, and it was. Padres came, they beat them. They come back and beat them in 11 innings, but it was the Padres over the Dodgers 8-7. Yankees and the Guardians game was postponed. National Hockey League, the Hurricanes beat the Blues 5-2. Predators over the Blackhawks 5-1. Coyotes in overtime defeated the Oilers 3-2. Golden Knights, they defeated the Wild 7-2. Flames over the Ducks by a score of 6-3. And Novak Djokovic in tennis, he reaches the first Monte Carlo semis since 2015. And he's looking stronger and stronger, so they might want to watch out. The West got a little wilder on a Friday night. The Denver Nuggets, 121-120 loss to San Antonio, coupled with the wins by the Oklahoma City Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves. There is now a three-way tie atop the Western Conference in the NBA heading into the final day of the NBA regular season. So today it's going to wrap up the season. The Arizona Coyotes players were informed Friday in hockey that the team is relocating to Utah, confirming a report by the Phoenix Sports. Coyotes leaving Arizona, going to Utah. And the Golden Knights beat Wild to clinch the final playoff spot in the West. And the prospects for Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz trilogy are very much alive. Diaz said Friday that he believes there is no doubt he will fight McGregor one more time, at least. The two big stars fought twice in the UFC in 2016, with Diaz winning once by submission and McGregor winning the second bout via majority. So they got to break the tie. They got to. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. U.S. stocks ended the day sharply lower Friday as Wall Street worried about escalating tension in the Middle East, and traders rushed to safe havens like bonds and gold. The Dow fell 475 points, or 1.2%, after dropping more than 500 points at the day's lows. The S&P 500 declined 1.5%, and the NASDAQ Composite lost 1.6%. All three major indexes ended the week lower. Oil prices spiked on Friday on fears of intensifying regional tensions stoked by the war in Gaza. Brent crude futures, the international benchmark for oil, settled at $90.45 a barrel, retreating after touching its highest level since October. And West Texas intermediate crude futures, the U.S. benchmark, climbed $85.66 a barrel. Yeah, prices are back up there. We got your weather coming up.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 93 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 52. National Weather Service says temperatures will cool closer to the seasonal normal this weekend as a weather system passes north of the area. This system will yield very breezy afternoon conditions, especially near foothills and mountains of southeast California. After the disturbance passes next week, temperatures will warm substantially during the middle of the week as high pressure builds back into the region. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 83. There will be a wind advisory this afternoon. Southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 59. West wind 50 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 78. West and northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunday night, it'll be clear skies. Overnight lows around 55. West wind 25 to 30 miles per hour, gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 80. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 56 degrees, 55% the relative humidity. Financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Tile in El Centro.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And coming up next, it'll be 8 o'clock, CBS News at the top of the hour.
From coast to coast, this on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And Allison Keys, Iran State News Agency says its Revolutionary Guard seized a vessel linked to Israel today.
The MSC Ares was passing through the Strait of Hormuz between the United Arab Emirates and Iran. In the early hours of this morning, it was boarded and seized. Unverified footage showed a helicopter hovering over the container ship. MSC, the company that manages the vessel, said it had been boarded by the Iranian authorities and diverted to Iranian waters.
In Australia, a man with a knife killed 6 people and wounded many others at a mall. New South Wales Police Commissioner Karen Webb says they're still investigating his motivation.
There are about 8 people in hospitals around Sydney being treated for different injuries associated with being attacked, including a 9-month-old.
Former President Trump met with House Speaker Mike Johnson at his Florida estate as the speaker has been battling with conservatives on Capitol Hill. CBS's Robert Costa explains.
Johnson has seen his grip on the gavel loosened as he has stumbled to find votes on surveillance legislation and funding for Ukraine. And his work on some bipartisan measures has sparked talk of a possible coup.
I think he's doing a very good job. He's doing about as good as you're going to do.
For Trump, the visit underscored his immense influence over the party, despite his legal issues.
Parts of the nation are facing threats of thunderstorms and worse over this weekend. Bob Orebeck of the National Weather Service.
It is a pretty chilly type pattern. A lot of showers across the Northeast expected today, with some snow at the higher elevations. That looks like that'll be winding down as we get into Saturday night. And Sunday morning should be a little better, but there is actually some additional precipitation from another storm that's moving across the Great Lakes at that time. That may bring some additional showery conditions to the Northeast later in the day on Sunday.
The weather was making a mess at the Masters yesterday, and players are hoping for better conditions. CBS's Omar Villafranca with more.
One of the big stories here yesterday was the wind. It was howling, gusts up to 40 miles per hour, blowing sand out of the sand traps. It was really affecting play. Fans' hats were just blowing off all over the place. The golfers would line up and then they'd pull back as the wind gusts would come. But today, it's expected to calm down a little bit.
A new report finds that most teachers in the nation worry every day about school shootings. This as the number of such incidents continues to rise. The Pew Research Center survey of about 2,500 teachers find that 18% are extremely or very worried about the possibility. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
$5 won't get you much food these days, even on a value menu, unless you're at KFC. With the new taste of KFC deals, you can get a hot, juicy drum and thigh, creamy mashed potatoes and gravy, and a flaky, buttery biscuit starting at just $4.99. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. The new taste of KFC deals starting at just $4.99. Finger looking good. Prices, participation, and product offering may vary. Tax, ticket, fees, extra.
Lowe's knows pros need the right tools for every job. That's why we sell the largest in-store selection of Klein tools anywhere. Find new items like the self-leveling green laser level for just $159.98. Plus, shop the Connect pass-through socket set for $49.98, which you can only find at Lowe's. Shop Klein tools in-store and online today, because Lowe's knows tools. Lowe's knows pros.
There is anger over some Olympic attire.
Shades of Baywatch at the Paris Olympics. Outrage has ensued after Nike unveiled a tank swimsuit with barely their high-cut bottoms for the U.S. women's track and field team. One Instagram user figured it's what you come up with when you run out of fabric after designing the men's uniforms, which include compression tanks and mid-thigh length shorts. Another user wondered what men designed the women's cut. A Nike spokesman points out there will be more modest options for women. The full slate of looks will be revealed next week in New York. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Fashion designer Roberto Cavalli has died at the age of 83. The Italian-born designer rose to fame all the way back in the 1970s for his spicy animal prints and sexy style. Madonna likes his clothes. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Let's face it, nothing makes you look older than you really are than thinning hair. But what if you could not only increase your hair count, but promote new hair growth without surgery, without drugs with potential side effects, and without a prescription from your doctor? Well, now you can, thanks to a breakthrough new supplement called Hair Grow, provided by New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Europe. Hair Grow is now available in the U.S. Only Hair Grow contains Tocogaya, a powerful antioxidant that has received a U.S. patent. Multiple clinical studies show Hair Grow is safe and effective in promoting new hair growth. In one study, 95% of the patients using Hair Grow saw increased hair count. Don't lose more time and more hair. Try Hair Grow today to feel and look your best. Just go to newnordicusa.com or visit Walgreens or Amazon to purchase. Look younger and feel more confident with Hair Grow by New Nordic at newnordicusa.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO.
1230, KXO.